Good morning, beautiful human. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading for Thursday, March 25th. Thank you for joining me and coming in for the morning message. If you haven't checked out your sign for the week, there is a video for your element. So I did all the fire signs together, the water signs, the air signs, and the earth signs. So if you haven't checked that out, there is a reading for the month of April. So go check that out. We have potential here showing up. So something's coming in today that really is about something that's going to show up for the long term. It's some sort of new beginning, and it's not something that's set in stone. So this is something that you're going to have to work for. Potential or potentiality is a beautiful energy, but it's not set in stone, right? So we have to do the work in order for our potential to be realized. King of Swords, High Priestess, Five of Cups in the recent past, Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords in the present, Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and Temperance in the near future. So we have the King of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Five of Cups showing up in the recent past. There's an energy here of you possibly making, I don't want to say a rash decision. I feel like you knew, your intuition was telling you that you had to cut something off. And it brought you a lot of sadness. But what it also brought you was the potential for something greater. And I think you maybe didn't see the long-term potential in a situation, or you saw the potential for something causing you a lot of sadness, or potentially like bringing you a lot of negative energy, a lot of toxic energy. So you cut it out. The King of Swords has to do with, like, not always, but in this case, you listened to your intuition about a situation and you were like, okay, that has to end. And it left a lot of sadness. The cups have toppled over. And in this deck, 4 of the cups are, there's only 1 cup standing. In most decks, 2 cups are standing, which has to do with love. The Ace of Cups has to do with new beginnings and love, right? So you cut off a situation. I feel like, and the 4 of Cups has to do with like somebody not taking an offer. So you may have offered your cup up to somebody and they didn't reciprocate, so you cut that situation out because you only want to offer your cup to people that will take it, is the energy that I'm getting here. So you kept the potential for something new. You didn't want to just like dilute the potential for a new situation in your life. You wanted to keep that cup full so that when you offered it to somebody and they took it, that potential could grow. In the present, we have the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords showing up for you here. Queen of Wands is somebody that gets what she wants. Very confident, very energetic, very sensual. We also have the Knight of Swords here, so moving fast towards a situation. I feel like you realized that you had to be alone for a bit, or at least if you're not alone right now, like in terms of a romantic relationship or even in terms of like friendship or a job or whatever, you had to figure out how to be in charge of your own happiness and how to figure out like what you wanted, right? The Queen of Wands knows what she wants, right? But in order to know what you want, you have to know who you are. So the Nine of Pentacles energy, which can mean like financial success and like being able to stand on your own 2 feet and being able to support yourself, like a lot of that energy comes in when you do know what you want and you are so in tune with your desires that you can communicate that in a way to other people that that doesn't have you in any sort of confusing situations. You only get yourself in really confusing situations when you don't know what you want. So I see this energy of you just being able to be really independent here. I feel like that's going to bring somebody in for you, bring somebody back in for you, possibly. But underneath the Five of Cups, whatever this loss and sadness is, there's somebody rushing back in, or you're rushing towards somebody. And in the near future, we have the Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and the Temperance card. So Virgo, Sagittarius energy here. We also have the fire signs with all the fire signs with the Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginnings showing up. Something starting. I feel like you're going to have to think about this. It puts you in a place. Somebody's going to rush in the present, and it's going to spark something new. What I would say to that is hopefully both parties, job, romance, family, whatever it is, are enough in their Nine of Pentacles energy, their independence, that whenever a time of hermit comes in, the need to be alone, the need to think about things, the need to be in your own energy, that it leaves space for that, basically. So whatever this passionate new beginning is, there needs to be space left for independent thought to come in. And for that not to drive somebody crazy, one or the other, or both, right? There's this energy here of the Temperance, which is about balance. It's about going the center way, not living life on the extremes. Temperance is also like Archangel Michael, right? The wishes being fulfilled, prayers being answered, which has a lot to do with, you know, oftentimes when we like pray for things or meditate for things or something like that, there's this energy of like, I want it because I want this overabundance of happiness because life feels boring, right? The Temperance energy is honestly like a very boring energy because you're not living life on the extremes, because you've gotten off the roller coaster of pain and pleasure. So in the near future, I see you being able to be by yourself, be alone, and that being okay, but to also have your passionate new beginning, right? So a little bit of juxtaposition there, but that's what I have for you today. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.